Since at least 2018, Home Depot had been collecting customer email addresses at store checkouts for the stated purpose of providing customers with an electronic copy of their receipt. It is a question that I'm sure all of us recall having been asked at one point or another. Would you like a printed or email receipt? When offered this choice, most customers likely understand that this is for their benefit and convenience in this increasingly digital world. Canadians would likely not expect or accept that their personal information would be shared with a third party like Facebook simply because they opted for an email receipt. However, my office's investigation following a complaint under the Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act revealed that Home Depot sent these email addresses in a coded format along with high-level details about each customer's in-store purchases to Meta, who would then use this information to determine if a customer had a Facebook account. If they did, Meta would compare the person's in-store purchases to Home Depot's advertisements sent over the platform to measure and report on the effectiveness of those ads. Meta could also use the information for its own business purposes, including user profiling and targeted advertising that was unrelated to Home Depot. While each email address that Home Depot shared with Meta was encoded so that it could not be read by individuals at Facebook, Meta employed an automated process that allowed it to match email addresses attached to individual Facebook accounts. Lorsqu'on demandait aux clients
When Home Depot customers were prompted and agreed to receive an e-receipt, they were never informed that their information would be shared with Meta or how it would be used by either company. This is where Home Depot fell short. Consumers need clear information at key transaction points so that they can make informed decisions about how their personal information should be used and provide meaningful consent. I am pleased to share that in response to the recommendations in our report, Home Depot has discontinued this practice as of October 2022. Home Depot has also confirmed that it would obtain express and meaningful opt-in consent should it put in place a similar practice in the future. This represents a very concrete and positive outcome for Canadians.
Personal information is a core part of who we are as individuals, and respecting privacy rights is essential to our dignity and fundamental freedoms. Organizations should not trivialize the use of personal information. While our investigation dealt with an individual case, our overall conclusions would apply to any organization that has a similar practice with respect to e-receipts. This report is a reminder to all companies as they increasingly look to deliver services online and offer e-receipts that they must be clear and transparent about how and why they are asking for consumers' personal information, and that they must obtain meaningful consent from their consumers before sharing this information with third parties. Doing so is not only required by privacy law, it is also an important investment in the trust that Canadians have in the digital economy.